Hello students, welcome all of you in this YouTube channel English Club with Dr. Puneet, in which you are watching a video of a series of literary terms or theory. We are going to study of plot with important facts and analysis. So now let us start. Plot is the sequence of interconnected events within the story of a play, novel, film, epic or other narrative literary work. More than simply an account of what happened, plot reveals the cause and effect relationship between the events that occur. Plot, the plan, design, plot is a plain design, plan, scheme or pattern of events in a play, poem or work of fiction, and further the organization of incidents and character in such a way of the induce curiosity and suspense in the spectator or reader. The plot, which Aristotle termed the mythos, in a dramatic or narrative work is constituted by its events and actions, as these are rendered and ordered towards achieving particular artistic and emotional effects. This description is deceptively simple because the actions are performed by particular characters in a work and are the means by which they exhibit their moral and dispositional qualities. For Aristotle, it is the first principle and the soul of a tragedy. He calls plot the imitation of the action and as well as the arrangement of the incident. He required a plot to be the whole, and that is to hear a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that it should have unity, namely imitate one action, and that a whole, the structural union of the parts are being such that if any one of them is displaced or removed, the whole will be disjoined and disturbed. This is the ideal well-knit plot which Aristotle distinguished from the episodic plot, in which the acts succeed one another without probable or necessary sequence, and which he thought was inferior. Aristotle also distinguished between simple and complex plots. In the simple, the change of the fortune occurs without peripeteia and without anagnorisis, where in the complex there is one or the other or both. Aristotle also emphasized the importance of plot as opposed to character. His views will be adequate for some Greek tragedy, some Elizabethan and Jacobean tragedy, as some French classical tragedy and some French classical tragedy. And elements of the application of Aristotle's theories can be found in many plays and novels. A plot has come to denote something such a more flexible than that envisaged by Aristotle. The decline of tragedy, the rise of comedy, and the development of the novel all have contributed to much looser conception and many varied theories. A more homely approach than Aristotle is that of E.M. Forster, who is called E.M. Forster in aspect of the novel 1927. E.M. Forster provided a simple but very serviceable description of plot. A plot structure means the structure of the plot, or plot structure. So the definition of plot structure: a plot structure outlines a series of events such each of which unfolds as a sequence of cause and effects across the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Plot is a catch-all literary term for the sequence of events found in plays, TV shows, films, short stories, and novels. The plot of a story answers the question, what happens? What happens? Plot points act as the critical milestones in a narrative that steer the main character through an inciting incident, conflicting, and a resolution. Just three elements of the plot that may equate to the simpler terms beginning, middle, and end. Story is told in the first person point of view or third person can have rich plots that enthrall the reader with major conflicts, twists, and turns and dynamic subplots. Six elements of plot. First number, exposition. The exposition of a story is a world building found at the beginning of the storyline. Readers meet the main character and understand their meaning and environment. Second number, inciting incident. The inciting incident marks a crucial turning point. It's usually the moment of at which the protagonist makes a decision, learns a new information. Next number, rising action. Rising action. What is rising action of the plot? This part of the story introduces the central conflict and the events that will lead characters to addressing and overcoming the fiction. Next, four number, climax. The climax is the central turning point, often the dramatic high point of a story and an event that characters cannot undo, which means it dictates their future actions. And the next five number, falling action. What is falling action in the plot? The falling action follows the climax and details the events characters take in the wake, W-A-K-E, wake of change. Next and last, denouement. What is denouement in a plot? The denouement is the end of the story. It may tie up loose ends or being readers a happy ending life. How do you like this video? And comment, like, subscribe and share. So meet with the new next videos, and so thank you, tata, bye bye.